trilogy so much because it reminds me of that episode.
What's up with all the phone and stuff?
Everyone's having a
Morning, Kara. You ready to go for a walk? A walk? Slow and steady, Kara. Thanks. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? Today is Saturday, November 11th. It's absolutely freezing outside right now. I believe it's 30 degrees, roughly. For those of you who are wondering, this is not my dog. This is Kara. This is actually my parents' dog. My parents are actually in Honolulu, Hawaii right now, and they needed a dog sitter. So we stepped up to the plate, and I think everything's going pretty smooth. She seems pretty happy, wouldn't you say? And today's an incredibly exciting day because Jenny and I are both getting tattoos today, which actually brings me to today's topic, which is tattoos. I figured I would try and tackle that for a minute, explain why I get them and why I have them and what I think about them. And let me start by saying this. I understand they're unnecessary. I get that. They aren't something that you need, but I like them and I have my reasons why. Definitely allow me to explain. We just don't have a ton of time this exact minute because one, it's freezing out, and two, Jenny has a photo shoot that we need to take care of before we head over to get our tattoos done. So let's get this day started and then we'll talk some tattoos. So Jenny and I had a photo shoot this morning for a company called, what's the name of the company?
Living Royal.
Living Royal. And they basically make socks. They claim to be the coolest socks on planet Earth.
They're pretty cool.
And they sent Jenny this cool box. And inside there was a note. And all these different kinds of socks that Jenny actually ordered. This one's marble. This one has donuts with dogs on them. This is like an 80s style sock. And then some roses. And then Jenny actually has a pair on right now. Oh, well, she did. That are very Stranger Things. If you've watched Stranger Things, this is kind of like that first what episode? It's like the first season.
Holly Jolly, first season.
Holly Jolly, first season of Stranger Things. This is kind of that themed, All right, photo shoot went great. We have Jenny's 5D. Oh. All right, I'll go this direction. Okay, so we have Jenny's Canon 5D Mark II here that unfortunately has a crack in the screen, but the camera still works. And then we're using a 24 to 105 millimeter lens for most of the shots. Everything came out nice. I think it's really good. Jenny has a blog, which I will definitely link below, that basically she's going to be discussing. Well, she talks about lifestyle stuff, fashion stuff, just anything really. And so this is going to be a blog post on there for this company called Living Royal, and we're going to basically feature the socks on there. So pretty excited about the blog post. Glad I could help. Now we're running a little bit late, and we actually have to head over to Bangor because that's where I get all my tattoos done. We're pretty excited about it. You excited, Kara?
Oh my gosh, she's getting the puppy. She's getting it right now, Dean.
She said?
Yes. I was like, all caps, are you getting the puppy? And she responds with, yep.
Alright, a couple things we got to do and then we're headed to Bangor. Oh, actually we're headed to Bangor. We just have to do a few things on the way. Let's get it going. Got the car seat unlocked for you, Jenny.
Perfect.
How are you, brother?
Good, man. How you doing? Everything good?
Living the dream. Sorry, young lady. As always, I appreciate it. Enjoy yourselves.
Appreciate it, man.
Be careful.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yes, you too. I'll see you soon. Let's take a gander here.
He's real little.
Is he real small? Whoa. Hi, buddy.
Oh my gosh, look at him.
He's just a little
Oh,
fella.
hi, Patsy.
Pick him up, Jen. Pick him up. Pick him up. You'll love him. Patsy, leave him alone. Emma's like nutsy.
Oh, wait, can I?
Yeah, you can get him.
Come here.
Hey,
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's a puppy.
Hi, buddy.
You want to hold him?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, hi.
That's
He's
him.
like a little Patsy.
He smells new.
I like the name Jack.
I think I'm gonna call him Jack. We'll start calling him Jack.
Look at him. Hi. It's like the worst day of Emma's life.
Come here. Nice, 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 nice,
Hi, Emma.
nice.
All right, so we both got tattoos. Everything went great. Really, really love the outcome. Awesome job. If you're ever in the area, northeastern PA, Ken Beers, definitely want to look at his tattoos. He's awesome. And I think as you can see, Jenny's family just got a puppy, a little beagle puppy, lemon beagle puppy. His name is Jack. He's probably the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. So we have a lot of excitement here right now. I'm definitely still going to talk about tattoos, why I get them, what they mean to me, and everything. I just haven't had a lot of time today, but I'm going to get to it, I promise. So tattoos, I think it's sometimes a controversial issue. I've noticed nowadays more and more it's becoming more acceptable and it's more common, more normal, I guess you could say. But as for me, the reason I get tattoos, I get them for a couple reasons. One, I like them. I do. I like the way they look. I think they add a cool artistic character to a person. I think it's a really cool way of carrying a picture on you at all times, something that represents you on your body. I think it's cool. But secondly, I have tattoos mainly for ministry purposes. I have tattoos so that one, they can remind me of important things that I need to constantly remind myself of. But second, it's a great conversation starter. It's something that I can use to really start conversation, especially with kids and even people, to share with them the love of Christ and share with them the story of Jesus and what he's done for me in my life. And I also like getting tattoos, that have to do with maybe family members or share some type of a story that happened to me, but it all comes back around to Jesus, and it all comes back around to sharing that amazing story with people, with something that's so permanent on my body that I'm serious when I get this. Now the piece that I did get yesterday was I didn't really think about this. Hold on. Yeah. I got this piece here. I apologize, a little flaky, it's still healing and all that, but basically it is new American traditional style, and I got basically the original harp. So for those of you who don't know, my dad is from Dublin, Ireland, his father is from Dublin, Ireland as well, and my grandfather worked for Guinness's brewery. He worked for Guinness in Ireland for 37 years as a delivery truck driver for them. This was the original Guinness harp of when he worked there. So there's obviously a different one now. It's a little bit more modernized looking and all, but this is the original one when he was there. He was born in 1932, died in 2003, and this is his employee number, 22942, when he worked there. And I got some roses just because he passed away, and that's kind of resembling the tribute kind of to him. Now, the funny thing about this is this actually does come back to God and to Jesus in an amazing way, actually, because my grandfather, in the 37 years of working there and for all 70 something years of his life, he actually never drank a drop of alcohol in his entire life. And that's something that I do and practice myself. And that's actually what this tattoo down here means. I got XXX down here. No alcohol for life, no drugs for life, and no sex till marriage. Obviously I'm married, so that's changed now. But I get tattoos for that reason, to share with people and to show people what I'm about, what my life means, what I believe in, and I think it's such an amazing way to share that with people in almost a not threatening way. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say things along the lines of, well, Pablo, what does Jesus say about that? You know, what does the Bible say about that? You know, doesn't that matter? And of course it does. It's super important to me. I've actually read scripture on it, but to be honest with you, as far as like current day, like what Jesus actually thinks about that, is it too windy? I think it's too windy. But anyway, as far as Jesus and what he thinks and says, I honestly don't know. I've read scripture and it talks about like not marking up your body and all that, but you have to understand the context of how that was said. They're talking about like evil stuff, like mark of the beast and like marking up your body for the devil specifically. Like what I'm doing has nothing to do with that. I'm getting tattoos to take a bold statement, to share the light of Christ with people, to share the message of hope with people that Jesus is alive and that it's really, really important to me. And that's why I get tattoos, is because I want to share that with people. And it's a great conversation starter. It happens all the time. So again, are tattoos necessary? I don't think so, but I use them for something really important for me in my life. And if you have tattoos, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear anything that you guys have or ideas or anything like that. If you have any questions, I'd love to try and answer them for you in the comment section below. Definitely comment and let me know what you're thinking. But as far as me and tattoos, I'm definitely going to be getting more. I would like to have this whole sleeve done by Christmas maybe. And the end goal is to have like, you know, basically a long sleeve shirt completely done and some stuff on my legs. I'm debating. I'd like to do my neck, but I obviously own a business and I have to represent that well. So got to be careful with that. But it's in talks. Definitely in talks. But yeah, that's me. That's my story about tattoos. I really hope this helps. Woo! It's cold outside. Have a nice day, everybody. By the way, super quick side note, I was definitely considering doing like a tattoo tour, if you will, of the tattoos that I have. Not that I have that many, but I was going to go over the ones that I have. I just didn't want to do it specifically in this video because I was talking about tattoos, not really mine. But let me know in the comment section below if that's something you'd be interested in. I was definitely considering doing it in a later video, but let me know your thoughts. All right, now I'm going. See ya.